Morning, everybody. Welcome to Have a Yarn with Charlie. I'm Charlie. Hi. Good morning. It's 9:30 in the morning. Yeah. And usually I drop everybody off at school or work, and then I come back and I sit down on the couch and I fall asleep again. But it's Wednesday, so it is Wip Wednesday. All right, so what have I been working on? Let me tell you. I have been working on this headache. You know how something is just so simple and it eludes you? This is one of them. So, I can't remember the name of the person who made this, but I will link it in the description box below. But it is I hope you could see it. Let me push it back. It is a bomber jacket, and I went ahead and I did order some more of the ice yarn. It's Draylon acrylic, 100%, and it's Saver yarn. I got turned on to it by Krista from the Secret Yarnery, but I had just finished a sleeve, and I'm gonna insert a picture here. If you guys can figure out what I did wrong, let me know, because I had to frog it. Now, I do believe what I did was I added somehow stitches where I wasn't supposed to. So, I don't know. What did I do? It's puffed. It's bubbled. I don't know. So I had to rip that out, but I'm putting this aside again until I'm more awake. Yes, that is. Oh, I want to get this done for the colder weather, because it was 50 degrees this morning. Yes, it is getting very, very chilly. But with Wednesday, this is what I'm working on. I'm freezing my butt off while I'm making it. I may just adapt it and make my own sleeves. I don't know. But stay tuned. All right. Well, it's not a whip. It is an FO. It's a whole set. And let's see if I can get this going for you. Now, the thing that I love about ice yarns, and I have a whole bunch in my shopping cart, but Krista turned me on to the Saver yarns, Saver 100, and I'm getting ready before I tell you everything. Um, this Saver yarn is so soft, and it's oh, um, not silky, but it's just got that very soft feeling where your fingers just glide over it, and I fell in love with it. So I have so many colors, and then in my cart, I don't want to tell you how much I have in my cart and how much would be shipping, because it's a lot. But as you can tell, this is a project that I just finished, and I gotta take this off. I'm very bright, right? Whoops. very bright, right? I feel like rainbow bright now. But yeah, I had this yarn, and I'm like, that's it. I need a set just like that. And as bright as this is and weird, so what? So what? I will totally rock this. And then it's this side, so it's reversible. I'm going to put a button on the top on either side, so you can add the pom-pom, or I can add it. Yeah. What do you think? You like it? Okay. It's a little warm inside now. So, let me take these off. I figured, if anything, you know what? Why not? It'll be a conversation piece and very bright. Let me put this back on. So, I have to make sure that I don't knock over this candy. Now, I don't know about you. Growing up, my grandmother and my mother always had candy dishes. Am I crooked? Sorry. Candy dishes. And, you know, it was the Chuckles, and it was the butterscotch, and the ribbon candy. Oh, the ribbon candy. Well, whoops. I fell in love with them. You know, I grew up with them. So every time I'm at the store, I look for something that I can keep in a little dish on my desk or on the kitchen table. So as you're walking by, you grab a piece. Well, sorry about the noise. I found Chuckles. They call them fruit slices. Now, it's not the little ones that you find at the holiday season where they're very, not bitter, but I forget what they're called. But they have to be the big ones, like these, with a lot of sugar, and they look like fruit slices. Well, every time I buy one, I will sit there and just and everybody, Jasmine and the boys, you know, my two boys, even Jeff, they make fun of me. They're like, "Oh, you have grandma candy. You have grandma candy." I'm like, "Yeah, but you keep dipping into it." so what? But who else has a little candy dish near them when they're working? Huh? I want to open it right now and have one, but it's 9:30 in the morning, and no, it's a little too early, even though it's calling me. Yeah, so I gotta get some butterscotch and whatnot, and I try to mix it up in that little tin. But another FO that I have onto something that you're really here for. Again, I will link in the description box below where I got the pattern, and it is a little baby girl purse. I hope you can see. Now you can make this as long or tall as you want. I made it very, very tiny. This was like a trial run, but I'm loving this where I kind of want to make it bigger so I can fit my cell phone in there because I have everything. I have now a little backpack that I use as a pocketbook. It's got my wallet, it's got all my medications when I'm on the go. I now have a backpack for my oxygen tank, and that's on the back, so why not? We'll add something else, you know? And I can never get to my cell phone because of all these bags. So we'll try to make one of these and put the cell phone in it. And then all you gotta do You can either leave it open or make a flap. I'll probably leave it open. I just want to make it longer so the phone doesn't topple out. Yeah, so those are my FOs. And I showed you this last time, my little sack for my hand. I've been keeping my inhaler and other things in there while I'm walking or driving. I'm loving it because it's right there. It won't fit the cell phone though. I'm still looking at these fruit slices. But I was listening to Krista, Secret Yarnery. Hello, Krista. And just today, again, I heard it was Cinnamon Stitches, a planner. Well, I got myself a planner, and it's hard. I wanted to make a cover for it, but I haven't got to it yet. So if anybody has any ideas on covers, let me know. I know Krista has one. And if you're wondering why I keep mentioning Krista, I was checking out her podcast and just letting them run, but listening to them. And she gave me a lot of ideas. Now, I'm not copying her ideas per se, but yeah. And I just closed this, and now I got to get back to where it was. But I never used a planner before. Never. And let me tell you, it is really coming in handy. Like, for when I have lives, and then what I have planned coming up. Like today, the Wip Wednesday. And I wrote down what I was going to show. And I have a tutorial coming. Hopefully Thursday, tomorrow. Because, I'm recording it this Wednesday on the 14th. So I'm hoping to get it done and upload it. It is for the Addy. So if you do the work with the Addies, make sure that you check it out. A few of the tutorials I'll be posting are from the Addy. And if you're only into crocheting, I do apologize, but don't go anywhere because I will be having some crochet tutorials up soon. I just have to focus and stick to the planner. But, yeah. So I think that is it. I know there was something else I wanted to show. Oh, yes. There was something. Hold on one moment. Okay. So, for my birthday, Jeff, Jasmine, a good friend of ours, we went over to the fair. It was a local fair. It just had a lot of vendors. I got a lot of ideas for the upcoming show that I'll be doing. What they had on their tables and whatnot. But I saw this on one of the tables. Now, if you don't know me, I am a bowling fanatic. And I know this is not yarn related. I'm sorry. But I'm also in love with bowling. Well, I'm a sucker for the old style stuff, bowling stuff. If that even made sense. Like I said, it's really early for me. But I saw this. We were looking at, it's like not an antique table, but they're like, yeah, they had a few of old stuff. And I saw this, and I'm like, what is that? Is that a real bowling pin? And then Jeff picks it up, and he's like, no, it's not. Well, I'm going to try to hold this up so you can read it. Now, the guy said he's selling the decanter, not what's inside, because legally he's not allowed to, because he doesn't have a license. But it is Jim Beam's 10-pin Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 86.8 proof. And over here in the back, distilled and bottled by James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont Beam, Kentucky. And he was selling it for $25. And I thought this was the coolest thing because during bowling, we have our name. Okay, now I'm not cursing, I swear, but our league name is the Fun King 10 Pins. Now, if you say it fast, you know what it means. Yes. So that is my bowling league name. Hello, Crystal and Andrew. But I came up with an idea that I was going to use this for. Now, I'll explain in a second the other part. But anytime we were to leave a 10 pin, we would have to take a drink of something. And I figured, oh, that would be perfect. I'll put something that we all drink in here, and we'll do little shots. Well, turns out, now this part comes off. I think it's just unglued. I don't know. But we opened it, and everybody was like, oof, oof, oof. It's the actual whiskey in here from the 70s. Man, when I tell you, I want to make sure this is closed before I turn it over. Liquor bottle KY DRB 230 5882. Now, we looked this up, and it is from the 70s. They did have another edition that was from the 80s, but this one in particular is from the 70s. And if you have one that's sealed still, it's worth $1,500. I was like, wow. But anybody that I've told that I have this thing, they're like, oh, that gets better with age. Now, I'm not a whiskey drinker. I'm like, okay, I'll share it. We'll empty it so I can put my good stuff in it. Or I'll put it in another decanter or something. But isn't that a neat idea? After this is all gone, we if we leave a 10 pin, take a sip. Let me put this back up here before I drop it. I thought that was really neat. That was one of my birthday gifts. And then, what else besides the fair, we went over to a hibachi place for dinner called Tokyo. Really yummy. But I will post some pictures here at the end of dinner. And I'm also going to post up pictures of 2 rings that Jeff had picked up for me. Now, one is called a poison ring because it opens up and you can put something inside it, like poison or yeah. And another one is one of my favorite gems. They're both silver rings, and I have my necklace here, but it's red garnet. If that's right. So I hope you can see this with this lighting. This is my necklace. Now, if you can see the red with the old style. Oh, I love it. I just love this type of jewelry. Yeah. So he got me the ring, and the 2 rings, the decanter, and dinner. And had a great time. Real great time. And now we got to get ready for Jasmine's birthday, which is on the 18th. And oh boy. But yeah. So I will leave you alone now. I think I've talked your ear off a little bit. And if you have not, please hit that subscribe button. To those that are subscribed already, thank you very much for sticking with me from the beginning. And to all my new subscribers, thank you for joining us. Okay. Now that I got that technicality out of the way, hey, thank you. All right, guys, I am going to go start on this tutorial and make some coffee. Maybe I could wake up a little bit. But, yeah. So I will see you soon. Keep on hooking. Bye.